everyone, Jeannette Womble, your local Columbia Realtor in beautiful South Carolina. Today I'm going to be sharing with you the answer to the big question, are there foreclosures and have they come back? As you know, we went about 2 years where foreclosures were basically put on hold during the COVID pandemic, and now things are changing. As a matter of fact, I have a closing in 2 days on a foreclosure. So if you'd like to know more information about buying foreclosure homes in Columbia, South Carolina, stay tuned because I'm going to take you through and tell you all about it and give you some tips. Also, if you could take a moment to like and subscribe to my channel, we'd really appreciate it so we can stay in touch with you and share more information about the real estate market in this part of the Midlands. So before you get started looking at foreclosures, there are a few things that you need to know. The first is an understanding of the condition of the property. Most foreclosures need work. Some need more work than others. There are some companies that will put new paint, new carpeting in. We are seeing some of the banks do that to properties before they put them on the market. However, the majority of these homes are going to need a good bit of work or a respectable amount of work. So keep that in mind. The second is it is a very competitive marketplace. There are many investors, and in Columbia, South Carolina, because we have such a low cost of living, we are definitely a city that has drawn a lot of investment to our area. So I recommend that you purchase foreclosures in cash so you have a better chance of winning the foreclosure. And if you need to finance, we can partner you with some companies that can provide you with the cash to do the cash offer and then roll you into a loan after you close. So 2 things to keep in mind if you want to be successful in securing foreclosures. Number 1, understand the condition. These are going to be sold as is. The banks are generally not going to make repairs. And 2, put yourself in a cash position so when you make an offer, you can be competitive. So the big question that I get all the time is, how do you find foreclosures? Well, there's lots of stones that you can turn over to find foreclosures, and they're going to be tied to the entities that have foreclosed on the property. We've got several different ways that people receive mortgages in the United States. They can be through larger banks, and those are going to be your REO properties. You also have government-backed loans such as VA, HUD, and Fannie Mae. So if you're looking for all of the foreclosure opportunities in any given area, don't just rely on the MLS. We realtors have access to the MLS, but that is just a small bucket of foreclosed properties. If you hire a realtor to help you with your search, they should also be able to research different databases to bring foreclosures to you. If you want to do your own research, you can go to several different websites to determine where foreclosures can be found. And I'm going to share with you in this video 4 websites that have the majority of the foreclosures that may or may not be found in our local MLS. So the first thing that you can do is look at the large financial institutions. For example, this is Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo has a section on their website where you can search for Wells Fargo foreclosed properties. You also can look at the other categories, the government-backed loans such as VA, HUD, and Fannie Mae. They each have their own national sites where you can conduct a national search and drill it down to a state or a city, even a county, of where you want to look for your foreclosed home. The majority of these resources are going to ultimately direct you to contact a realtor to assist you with your purchase or your offer. And generally, you're going to be doing an offer through an internet portal now. Everything is done online. Many of the government-backed loans are going to give owner-occupants a period of time to submit offers before the investors are allowed to submit. So keep that in mind. If you're an investor, you may need to wait a week or 10 days after the property goes on the market to submit your bid. So what happens once you get the property under contract? Once you have the property under contract, you have the opportunity to do inspections. Inspections are going to be at your own expense, and there are times where you might need to turn the utilities on or seek permission if the property has been winterized. The listing agents or the seller's contacts can assist with that. You also, in South Carolina, will use an attorney because we are an attorney state to conduct a title search and make sure that there are no liens or encumbrances on the title that would prevent you from having marketable title. In your due diligence period, keep in mind that these banks are going to have addendums and there are going to be stipulations in your contract that may limit the amount of days that you can conduct inspections. If there is a major problem with the property, do not expect that the seller is always going to fix it. As a matter of fact, I have one that we're closing on in about 2 days, and there is a major problem with the septic tank, and the bank was not willing to cure that problem. So they just are disclosing now that there's a problem with the tank, and the next buyer can choose whether or not they want to take that on. So how do you get the best price? Well, the reason why you're probably looking at foreclosures is the equity game. If you want the bank's best price on a foreclosure or the government's best price on a foreclosure, you're really going to have to play the patience game. If the property goes on the market in the first week, they're not going to be highly negotiable on the price of the home. If the property sits out for 3 to 4 weeks and there are no offers coming in that are at respectable levels, then that is your opportunity to seize the day and get the property for more of a discount than it's being listed for. As a matter of fact, the one that we're working on right now, we were able to achieve about a 20% discount on the price. However, this particular property has been on the market for several weeks. So if you want to get the best price, be patient, make a watch list, and just watch that property as it sits, because the more weeks that it sits for, the more inclined the bank's going to be to come off the price. So I hope that this video was helpful for you to understand what to expect when you're buying a foreclosure. Again, cash is king, and be willing to do some work. What it takes to find foreclosures, go to these different sites or hire a realtor that knows where to go and how to find them. And then what to do once you get the property under contract. You definitely want to hire an attorney to represent you. The seller is going to have their own attorney, but you are allowed to hire your own attorney in South Carolina, so you don't have to use the seller's attorney. And then, of course, be diligent about conducting your inspections. If we can help you invest in real estate here in Columbia, South Carolina, again, my name is Jeannette Womble of the Womble team. We'd love to assist you. My information will be at the end of the video. And if we can assist you with growing your portfolio or buying your first foreclosure, please feel free to reach out to me and I'd be happy to help you. Thanks again for watching the video, and I hope you're having a great day.